Japan is having a moment on social media. I'm not sure if it is just me, but I see Japan everywhere, all the reels, so many videos about Japan. And one quality about Japan that everybody talks about, every tourist who has been to Japan, is its cleanliness. So, Japan is known to be one of the cleanest cities. I have traveled across Japan many times, and so far I have never come across a dirty street. I always wondered why this is so, and with my understanding of Japanese culture, I have come up with the reasons why there is no dirt in Japan, why Japan is so clean. So here are some of the reasons that I believe has helped Japan stay clean. I am Deepti Singh and I guide you on education opportunities, and I also tell you about Japanese culture and language. So, in today's video, we are going to talk about why Japan is so clean as a country. When I began to think about this, obviously subconsciously comparing it with India and other countries where I have been, one reason is, and the topmost reason is that the cleanliness as a habit starts early in Japan. So in schools in Japan, there are no janitors. You know how in India we have cleaners, maids, but in Japan, in schools also, there are no official janitors. This job is actually done by students themselves. They take turns to clean their classrooms and their school premises. Not outside area, etc. Of course, there would be help, but about their classrooms, they take turns to clean. So there will be somebody who is in charge of dusting, somebody will sweep the floor, and this is not a punishment. This is basically to inculcate the habit of cleanliness and, more importantly, responsibility, collective responsibility. So, don't you think if students learn this early in their life that cleanliness is so important and they get engaged, they do it themselves, they learn to do it themselves, and also they come together as a society, as a classroom unit to do it, it becomes their habit and it is in their culture eventually to be clean. So this is number one reason. Second reason is, there is a word in Japanese called Mottainai. Mottainai basically means it's not worth wasting, right? So, for example, when we eat a meal and we leave something in the plate, a Japanese would say it's not worth uh, wasting food. So, and I think it is large part of their culture. So they never leave food in their plates. They cook only that is required. Uh, I have seen lot of wastage around me, even in my home, or I'm sure all of us would agree. We waste a lot. We buy more than required, and we cook more than required, and we eat more than required. So yeah, so basically, it's a culture where they are very cautious of not wasting. If you remember in our previous videos, I have come up with examples how they don't even waste coupons. You know how we receive coupons like 10% off on this and 15% off on that. They keep those coupons with them until the right opportunity arrives and they do use them. They largely believe that wasting is disrespectful and they don't do it. So I think that is another reason that the country as a whole remains, clean because as a cycle, there is not excessive buying, there is no excessive wastage, and the habits are again clean as we discussed. Third reason is because they have cleanup drives as a community. This is unbelievable. But in Japan, wherever you live or wherever you work, they will have dedicated days where everyone will come together to clean. Regular cleaning happens every day. But though there are these nooks and corners, so in shops also, when you visit, you will always see that things are hoarded in one corner. They never get cleaned. There are these corners, in every office, in every home. But Japanese, they come together, and those sidewalks, there is dust accumulated on the in the inner corners of bricks. They come together, and the government pays for these cleanup drives, and these happen once in 6 months, and the whole community participates. I mean, it's so beautiful because as a community, they have taken it upon themselves that it is their responsibility to keep their country clean. I really wish we could also do that. We could learn something from other cultures, and we should own the responsibility. So, this is another reason that I believe Japan is as clean as it is. I'm sure you remember this became a big news that how after a FIFA World Cup match, all the Japanese cleaned the stadium. It became a big news, but trust me, it's nothing unusual for them. They do clean up after every event, wherever they are sitting in a, even if it is an event or wherever they are, they will make sure they don't leave behind anything, any garbage, any wastage. So I think this really helps for the country to be clean. Do you know, in Japan, um, garbage segregation is a big deal. So there are different kinds of garbage, and everybody in each home um, does this, very religiously. For example, there is burnable garbage. So, all the paper and everything that is burnable is put together, and non-burnable glass, gomi, wastage like glass bottles, etc. They have a separate day of the week when that garbage will be picked up. Newspapers will be picked up on a separate day. Similarly, cans will be picked up on another day, and large items, oh my god, that can be really painful to dump, like a TV, or anything that you want to get rid of, a piece of furniture. So overall, the systems are such that uh, heavy buying and that's discouraged, I believe, because ultimately you have to take care of your garbage also. You can't just buy a lot and then not care about the garbage. uh, Very funny incident. So when I was a student in Japan, we had this old TV. We wanted to buy a new TV with my roommate. We had a receipt. In fact, we did not buy it. We got it from someone, and we wanted to dump the old one. And trust me, it's so difficult to dump old electronics or furniture in Japan. So, in fact, you have to pay. You might have to pay extra if you are doing that. And I remember that we actually took that TV and we left it like little far off, and we left it on the road in the middle of the night so that nobody can catch us. So yeah, it's as difficult as that. So here are my reasons. I'm sure you will hear different things, and people will have their own analysis of why Japan is so clean. But I think it's only about the habits that they have developed over time, and especially in their children, they have been able to inculcate this habit, which stays on. So I think, and when you study in a country, I always say that you're not just going there for a degree, you're also going for habits like these, and that becomes a part of you. So I really hope you enjoyed listening to this idea, and I really hope you enjoyed this video, and give a thumbs up and subscribe the channel for more such content.